friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Demaya Unique for those who do not know, and we're in a series. So girl, you are gifted, okay? This whole little mini vlog is essentially going to be showing how I love to reset for the week. So usually I would reset on Sunday mornings, but it's a whole lot going on Sundays. So we have church, we are washing, grocery shopping, and different things like that for the week. And so essentially I wanted to start doing this on Saturday nights. Excuse me. Because I am more of a night person, and instead of Sunday nights, because I want to make sure I go to bed on time and different things like that. And so for the work week. And so I'm going to be starting to do this on Saturday nights, and I just wanted to take y'all along the process of me reflecting over my past week, how things went, and pretty much all of that. And so we are going to hop into it, and I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, how I use my planner and just maintain my goals and plans for 2023, because so many times we set our goals and our plans and who we want to become and the things that we want to do this year, but we set them for the month or for the year, but we don't take time to actually check in with ourselves on a weekly basis to see what did we get done, what were some of our struggles, how can we overcome that in the next week, and different things like that. And so that's something that I really practiced in 2022 that I really loved, and it helped me be intentional with my life to see, okay, what area is doing well, what area is not doing well, because essentially I lay out my priorities, and I kind of check every area of my life. How am I doing? How is my marriage doing? How is my home doing? Different things like that. And so yeah, so I'm gonna take y'all with me behind the scenes as we set the tone, get all cozy in here, and reset, okay? Because listen, we're overcoming this year. We are being intentional with our growth this year. We are maintaining our goals and plans for this year. Alrighty, let's get to it. There's a hallelujah. Sometimes the only way to do it is to give it to you. Never move you. Hey friends, it is officially 11:20, and as y'all can see, I've been doing essentially some reflection. I've taken time to just be still, and that's pretty much what I love to do
when it comes to my weekly planning, just because it can just be a lot, and kind of like releasing everything from this week, because I will say for me, like, this week has been trying. It's been ups and downs and different things like that, and honestly, thoughts of wanting to give up and not like give up in life, but just honestly like give up this new assignment, this entrepreneurial journey. Like, that's just where I've been, because things do get tough, things do get difficult, things do get hard, and I feel, and I think I spoke this even through a TikTok or a reel, just about how the Lord spoke to me that newness was my word for this year, after 2022 being a year of surrender. And honestly, rejoicing over that word, I realized and understood that if newness is coming, that meant essentially that discomfort was coming right along with it. And so I've been very uncomfortable, having to do things that are very much outside of my comfort zone. And I honestly don't even believe it started this year, in 2023. I believe this began December, I'm sorry, of 2022. And it seemed as if God was literally starting a new phase, a new season of me, my life, as well as the vision that He's given unto me. And for those who do not know, I am a purpose pusher and a visionary, and my main goal is to help build the visionary, the person, and the vision itself. And so I realized that the vision is only as good as the visionary. So it's like, what good is your vision if you're not confident, you're still struggling with identifying who you are, you don't know what your original purpose is, you don't know you know what I'm saying, you're getting lost in accomplishments and accolades and different things like that. And so I'm very big with making sure that you take care of you as well as build the vision. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of where I've been feeling, even though the stretching has been more so in my career and ministry and different things like that. It's still stretching me. You know what I'm saying? It's helping me to become better. And I've always seen that every new challenge that I face, from marriage to moving to so many different things, every challenge has helped me as an individual to grow. And so I did some journaling in my journal that I made. Um, Hopefully y'all can see that. But I love making me a good little journal, because journaling really helps me. Um, and just releasing, letting it out, and different things like that. So essentially, I'm just going to kind of talk and share what I wrote down, and this is encouraging you as well in the Girl You Are Gifted series to just really reflect, and go through and take some time to release. So the first question that I answered was, what new season, space, environment, or challenge are you in and trying to navigate? So for me, I said I am entering into a new arena in my business, career, and overall ministry. I am learning to overcome pitching myself, being confident in conversations, and just putting myself out there. And so I believe during this past season that I had learned to speak confidently online and on my digital platforms and in more of a smaller environment or community. But now is the time for exposure. And I always think about David. If y'all don't know David, go read about him in the Bible. But I always think about David and his story and how he went from the field where no one knew him. And I always say I'm the female version of David. Like, he went from the field, again, where no one knew him, to the palace. But once he got to the palace, it was a new environment. And once he got there, then God began to use him in a different capacity, and it was more so before people. But even before he got to the palace, he went to slay Goliath, which was very, it wasn't something that he planned. Like, he didn't just say, wake up one day, on my to-do list, I plan to kill Goliath today. Like, no, that wasn't it. And so as I think about his journey and his story, and I look at my life, I'm just realizing that I was once kind of behind a bush, overlooked. No one knew me. I was operating behind the scenes. I was completely fine with that. Then God began to position me on a digital platform, and he began to, just really use me to make an impact on those who were connected to me. Then moving forward, God is like, yeah, that's cool and all, but that's not it. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's me more so, going into different spaces and environments and just putting myself out there and using my gifts and abilities. And that's just not even ministry, but also creatively. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the brain that I have, the mindset that I have, the ability to envision something that's literally only a seed. It's only an idea, but I can get the whole concept in my mind. And so as I was reflecting again, like realizing like I'm learning to overcome having to talk it out, having to share the vision, having to walk up to others who may need me, and be like, this is who I am, this is what I do, and different things like that. So basically, currently, the next question that I asked myself was, what are your current struggles? And I said, I feel like I'm in a space where I don't really know what I am doing, and I'm just kind of learning as I go. And that's the thing about going into a new environment. It's like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, you may know like you're doing this specific task at this very moment, or you're trying this, you're trying that, but you legit don't know. Like, whereas before, I'm like, okay, I'm in this arena. So in this arena, I done built up, the routines, the this, and that, the post this, do that. But now I'm in a arena where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going along with the flow. And I think me being a planner is kind of like, it's messing with my brain a little bit, but it's okay. And then I basically said, how are you feeling? So the 5 that I had is uncomfortable, unqualified, not enough, weary or tired, and over it. The ones that I selected of how I am feeling, I am feeling uncomfortable, weary, and over it, because I'm just really like frustrated, and just like I said, I've had thoughts of just like, bro, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, if it's going, I literally had a call on Friday and I was like, if this is going to be this hard, I don't want to do it anymore. And it's crazy because that's just how our human nature is. It's kind of like, if it's difficult, if it's hard, like, I'm just going to stick to what's easy. And that was just the reality of it. And so many people that look up to me, so many people that follow my journey, y'all see like everything that I'm accomplishing and everything that I am doing. But listen, let me tell you, it is not for the weak. It's not for the weak at heart. Like, you literally have to just endure through the good days, the bad days, the highs and the lows. Because listen, there be some lows, right? And so I honestly was just at a place where I'm just like, I'm over it, and I don't want to do this anymore, because it's like I'm having to do things that are hard for me at this very moment. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not going to get easy for me, but at this very moment it's very difficult, because I'm like, this is not, again, what I'm used to. So yeah, so essentially, then the next question was, what are your gifts, talents, and abilities? So essentially I put, I have a creative brain. I'm great at building genuine organic relationships with others. I am a bridge. I'm good at communicating and giving presentations. I'm hardworking. I'm gifted in teaching as well as envisioning. So you can give me an idea, a concept, and I am able to see it in my mind, put it on paper, right? So that's kind of what my main thing is. And so the next question that I said was, reflect over the last open door and opportunity. So, of course, being in a new season, a new opportunity, a new space and challenge right now, I had to take some time because this is not the first time, right? I've been put in places and environments that I don't know what I'm doing, but the door was open. And that's been the biggest thing in my life, is that I've been given a lot of opportunities that I genuinely don't feel ready for, don't feel qualified for, but I'm there. And what I realized is that it's not for me to be there and know what I'm doing. It's for me to be there and learn. And I think so many times we want to go into spaces that we feel equipped for, but that doesn't really do what it needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, being in places that you don't feel qualified for, one, keeps you humble, but then also teaches you and give you, you know, that advantage to be able to learn. Like, you're still able to bring things to the table, but you're also able to learn and grasp as much as you can. So there's been two opportunities like that honestly I wasn't expecting. I didn't feel qualified for. I wasn't looking or searching for it. They actually found me. And so just realizing that, and realizing that there is a favor that sits on my life, and that, you know, even though you know, I may not feel qualified, I was given this opportunity for a reason. Because there's still something in me, like, that God is trying to pull out. And that's the thing. Like, when you're facing these new seasons, these new opportunities, anything new, there is something on the inside of you that God is trying to pull out, that God is trying to reveal, that God is trying to expose, that God is trying to get you to use. And it's practice. And so that's just what I realized from that question. The next question is, how is this new season causing you to depend on God now than before? And basically what I said is, it's causing me to lean on him because I am literally walking in the unknown. I am at a very desperate place because I hear all of these people and I still feel lost. So I'm surrounded by people that are saying, you know, this is a strategy, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I'm just like at a point where it's like, I hear you, but now I am the type of person that I hear you, but I want to apply it. So don't just throw all of this stuff at me, because then it's like, okay, now I'm overwhelmed because you didn't tell me this, they didn't tell me this, this, that, and the third. But now what does that look like in application, right? And so I just still felt lost. And then I felt like I got a grip on what exactly I'm supposed to be doing. But then I got lost again. Like, I lost that grip again. And so basically I was looking for someone to like walk with me, because honestly I feel alone. But I know this means I must draw closer to him so that I can clearly hear him. And I know that he walks with me even through the shadow of death. And it's definitely birthing a new level of need and desperation for him. Like, I need that Abraham type of relationship, because when I began to think about Abraham, he literally told Abraham to leave all that he knew. And that's giving very much what I feel right now. He told Abraham to leave everything he knew and leave the old and walk into the new. What was the new? It was unknown. And that's just the reality of it. Like, it was unknown. Abraham didn't even know what the new looked like. He didn't even know what the next looked like. He just trusted God when he said leave. And that's kind of where I am. Like, I just need to take it one thing at a time. And that's same thing for you. Take it one thing at a time, one day at a time, because at the end of the day, that we get to where we're going one step at a time. I ain't trying to run. I ain't trying to sprint. I'm trying to take my time. And just realizing that sometimes our flesh, our human nature, we want a physical person to literally just hold our hand and walk throughout this process. And sometimes it feels like we have people in our corner, but they're just not here on it every day. You know what I'm saying? To really just help walk us through what to do, how this looks, and different things like that. And everybody's business is different as well. Everybody's challenge, everybody's experience is different. And so honestly, I'm grateful for the experiences, because it's like I'm able to be able to help someone else when they do encounter these things. But child, it'd be rough. But I think, especially going into next week, definitely setting intentions as far as walking with God and really prioritizing that to keep me anchored and grounded. Because it's like I'm in a place where I just want to hear Him. Like, I want to hear Him. Like, I just really want to hear Him clearly every single day. Like, this is not just no encouragement, you got this. No. Like, that's cute and all. Like, but I'm in a place where, like Abraham, like, I need specific instructions through every single thing. Like, and I just think about Abraham's life, and even when he made pit stops in several cities and different things like that, like, he went to God about every single thing, and God gave him clear instructions. And that's just where I am. Like, I have a question, I'm gonna sit here until you answer. Like, I need to know because I have no idea what I'm doing. And that's like don't get me wrong, I do, and I have certain things that I believe that are my instructions, but it's still at the same time being in an unknown place, in an unknown season, in an unknown environment. It's still like I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I do, but I don't. So, yeah, so that's kind of where that is. And I journaled and I did all of that. And so, again, I like to start and reflect over my week or reset my week with being still and a brief reflection. So, that was my reflection time. Take this time, you do your resets, all of that stuff. And now I still have to review my monthly calendar, set my intentions for next week, and my weekly game plan. And then we're going to be done. As y'all can see, my eyes are probably heavy because your girl was crying, boo-hooing, like boo-hooing. But it's okay because we release. We let it out. Because I really feel like it was like a couple of days old. Like, there was some stuff that was stuffed up in there that just needed to come out. Because, when you frustrated, irritated, and you don't really let it out, you just kind of, shovel it in. You need that good cry, that good release, that good let out. So, yeah. But we about to go ahead and finish planning our week.
Alrighty, so friends, pretty much I like to start with reflecting over each category of my life. So I have self, home, community, my brand, and ministry. So I do that, and then for the most part, I'm gonna do another in-depth video, but I just like to set my intentions for the week, my top 3. Then I like to write out my to-dos, which is pretty much gonna be a chill week next week, and do a brain dump, and that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm wrapping it up early tonight because I'm tired and I still have to edit this video. I love y'all. Bye.